Hi guys, so in this video we will see how we can push our code changes to the protected branch in the GitLab. So when you try to push anything or when you try to change anything in the protected branch itself, then you will see this kind of error from the UI side or from the command prompt as well. Okay, so as we have already seen in the previous session, if I want to change anything in the main or master branch, okay, any code changes, then I will not be able to push the code changes directly. Okay, so in that case, if I want to change anything in this test.java, I will have to create one branch out of main or master branch, okay, feature branch, and then I will raise a merge request and get it reviewed and approved from the senior person. And once it is approved from the senior person, then I can merge my changes into the main branch. Okay, so all these things we need to see practically. So let's say I have this my app project on my GitLab. So if I try to change anything in this test.java directly, okay, from the UI side, I will try to edit. Let's say I am adding some comment here. So if I try to push to main branch, so I will select target branch as main, and if I click on commit changes, then you will see this error: you are not allowed to push into this branch. This is because I want to keep this main branch as stable as possible, so that's why no one is allowed to directly commit changes into the main branch. So let's say this is my project and I have another person who is working on the same project. Okay, this is the day one. So let's say developer one will try to edit the test.java file from the UI. Okay, so he has done some code changes in this test.java file. So you can see here the GitLab is by default creating a merge request with new branch. Okay, so GitLab will create a new branch in your project. This will be the name of that branch. Okay, so GitLab already know that the main branch is already protected and no one is allowed to push into that branch. So it will create a new branch with this name. So if you try to see with the day one is a developer. So if I try to push it into the main branch itself, again I will get the error. Okay, so no one is allowed to push into the protected branch. So what I will do, I will go here, I will create some new branch, let's say main. So it will create, the GitLab will create a new branch with this name and it will create a new merge request. So click on commit changes. So as a developer one, I have raised a new merge request. So in this merge request, I can write some description here. Okay, so this developer one is asking that main patch feature one branch need to be merged into main, and what are the changes he has done, that also you can see in this merge request. Okay, so first we need to assign this merge request to someone from the project. So I will give it to senior person. Okay, and here you can see what changes he has done. Okay, so I will click on create merge request. So this checkbox by default selected by the GitLab, so it will simply delete this source branch. Okay, so it will simply delete this main patch for feature one branch once the changes are merged into the main branch. So click on create merge request. So here you can see this day one is not allowed to merge into the main branch. He has only raised the merge request. Okay, so he do not have access to merge any branch into the main branch. Okay, so that's why this merge button is not showing here. So if you see to the senior person, let's say I got that merge request, I will refresh the page. So here you can see I got one merge request. So I will click on that, click on assigned, click on the test.java, and here I will have this button approve. So I can decline this merge request because I found some changes which Devon has done. There are some issues with that, so I can decline this merge request and send it back to the Devon. So first let's say I found some issue in this merge request, whatever code changes Devon has done. So I will reject this. So you can write any meaningful message here so that Devon will understand and he can do the code changes again. So I'll write like this and comment and close this merge request. So this merge request is closed by AJ 13 seconds ago, and you can see here this is the result, rejecting due to some issue in the for loop logic. Okay, so what day one has to do is he needs to create one new merge request. Okay, so again he will go to the project, and he will do some modification whatever the senior person has suggested. Okay, so this will be the new branch name now. So directly click on commit changes, create merge request. Okay, so Dev1 requested to merge this branch into the main, and I can see the what changes he has done in the code. Okay, so this looks good. Then I will go to the overview again and I will click on merge. So clicking on the approve is optional, still you can click on that. Okay, and click on merge. Okay, so now if you go to the my app, so you can see here Dev1 authored 1 minute ago, so he has done some changes. So let's open that file and you can see whatever changes the Dev1 has done are merged into our main branch now. So this is the process all the companies in the real-time project they follows every day. So now let's see these three things quickly. So for this purpose you just need to go to your project. So if you are practicing only on the GitLab, then only follow this practice, because in the real-time projects we do not make any protected branch unprotect directly, because that will impact the whole team members who are a part of that project. So just go to the settings, then go to the repository. So here you will find the list of protected branches. So currently we have main branch as protected. So here you can see who is allowed to merge, who is allowed to push and merge, and this is the allowed to force push. Okay, so I can make this main branch as unprotected. So without a merge request I will be able to merge into this main branch itself. Okay, so here also I can select different roles who will be able to push and merge. So by default this will be no one, so that everyone need to create a merge request with their code changes, and then that can be merged into the protected branch. So by clicking on this unprotect button I can unprotect this branch. Okay, so there are no protected branches. So if I go to the, let's say here, I will try to change directly. So this time I don't require to create the merge request. Change to, so you can see target branch is main, and if I click on commit changes, it is allowing me to commit directly into the main branch. Now this main branch is no longer a protected branch. So how we can make the any branch, how we can configure a protected branch? I will go again here. So I can select any branch from this drop down. So I will select main branch. I need to make that as protected. So who is allowed to merge? Only maintainers. And who is allowed to push and merge? No one. Okay, and allowed push force, I will keep this as off, because no one is allowed to forcefully push into this main branch. And click on protect. Okay, and again our main branch has become the protected branch now. Okay, so this is how you can make any branch as protected, or you can unprotect any branch. So if you have multiple branches from your project, you can select that branch from here, and depending upon the roles you can select who will be able to merge, select who is allowed to push and merge. Let's select no one and click on protect. So this branch is also now protected. And for the main branch, if I select some roles with the maintainer roles are allowed to directly merge into the protected branch, that also I will show you practically. So I have selected maintainers role. So this person is having the maintainer role. So the person with the maintainer role can directly edit into the main branch. Let's say direct commit, and I can click on commit changes. So AJ is having the maintainer role, that's why he is allowed to push changes into the main branch directly as per our setting. And same I can do from the command prompt as well. So first I need to pull the changes before I push my changes. So I will use git pull origin main. From the local I will create a new copy of this file. Okay, here I will first add the files. Okay, then use git commit. Okay, and let's try to push directly into the main. Sorry, we need to push the changes. Git push origin main. Okay, so now my change is directly committed into the main branch. So previously we was getting this error that you are not allowed to push into the protected branch. Okay, so as per my setting, I am able to push into the protected branch directly from the command prompt and from the UI as well, as per our setting. And another way for the day one to update this main branch is, first he will create the new branch. Instead of directly editing the file in the main branch itself, he will create some feature branch. Okay, create the branch out of main branch. So this feature branch will be exact copy of the main branch. Then he can do whatever changes he want to do in this feature branch. Okay, and he will be able to commit into this feature branch as it is not protected. So once changes are committed into the feature branch, he need to create a merge request. So you can directly click on this create merge request button from here, or you can click on this plus sign, click on new merge request. So select the source branch. So this is the branch I want to merge into the main branch. Okay, so click on compare branches and continue. So again we got that new merge request page. So this merge request will be given to the senior person and he will be able to merge into the protected main branch. So AJ will get that merge request here and he will be able to merge into the main branch. So whatever changes day one has done into the feature branch are merged into the main branch now.